Let's get busy, Rick Roman, and are we making soup first?
We're going to start with soup, and you know what? Vitamix is known for power, versatility, and durability.
So come right here to this one.
Yep.
And this is Rick Roman, the fellow who's holding it in the green. You can't see his face yet, but you will. There he is. All right. Now, you and I debuted this on Wednesday night.
Okay.
And since that time, how many have been ordered, Sean? Over 1,000.
Wow.
That's half the quantity we brought in.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It's going to go fast.
So hello.
All right.
So what's inside?
So this is just some leftover broccoli, white bean, a little bit of cheddar, a little bit of milk. Ordinary pantry ingredients that are actually cold, David, all right?
Could be oat milk.
Could be oat milk.
Could be soy milk.
Soy milk, you name it.
Yeah, and it's cold.
And it's cold. So we're going to start it on the machine behind us. Now, this is the 5300 series, Davey. What does that mean? 2.2 horsepower, our most powerful in-home motor that Vitamix makes. Our 64-ounce container that's going to fit under the cabinet because it's the wider style. But we talk about Vitamix, 102 years in business, over 11 years here at QVC with over 1.2 million machines sold. It's not just a blender, it's a Vitamix. In fact, it's going to replace and do the work of 13 different appliances. It's a whole food juicer, a blender, a food processor, a stick blender, a hand mixer. Then it's an ice cream maker, an ice crusher for the most amazing frozen drinks, a meat grinder, a chopper, a cheese grater, then a homemade peanut butter maker. We're going to show you that. Fondue maker, and we just showed you we're making hot soup and hot sauce. We just started. So it's 13 different appliances.
Now, this machine, with all of its accessories at retail, would be almost $560.
Wow.
Today on QVC, we are $259.97 less, but wait, there's more. There's also free shipping.
Ooh, I like that.
So now with the free shipping added in, you're saving $277.69.
It sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
It's a 64-ounce container, and I have colors. They're right back here. Now, we began with only 2,000. I have fewer than that to go around. In fact, we have fewer than 1,000 to go around. Now, this is the white, 230 in the white. I've got it in black, 380 in the black. This is slate, 135, and finally the red. Fewer than 200. How many recipes in the book?
There's 45 recipes in that book and over 700 at Vitamix.com.
Oh, heavens. So you're going to find loads, but these are designed exclusively for this machine.
Correct.
It says Vitamix on it because these are Vitamix recipes. These are not recipes that are adapted. These are recipes that work in this machine.
Exactly. So now we're making soup behind us, David. Now, whole fruits and vegetables, that's what Vitamix wanted to do. So right here in this container, I have 3 pounds of solid fruits and vegetables. We're going to turn this on from a dead stop. I want you to see what happens. As soon as I turn the machine on all the way up to high, literally in seconds, David, you see that powerful 2.2 horsepower motor pulling all the ingredients
like a giant hand.
Like a giant hand, like our good friend Jan says. And you know what? Inside, laser-cut stainless steel blades that are angled and flat, so they pulverize and chop and work with this patented container to help push the ingredients to the center. Now, David, if you want to add something while the machine is running, you don't have to turn off the Vitamix. You simply open the lid plug. I can drop in a solid carrot and celery, even a piece of raw beet. But what makes Vitamix different, David, is that combination of the blade, the motor, and the container. Now at home, I don't want you to open the machine while it's running, but I want to take you inside the machine just to show you. This is what we call the Vitamix Vortex. That is the combination of this container, these indents, the blade, and the motor working as a system, pulling those ingredients down thousands of times per second, all the way down to the blade, David. So that's why you get the smoothest smoothies, frozen desserts, and soup in less than 6 minutes. So while that finishes, right next door, David, I'm going to make a frozen dessert. Now, you want to talk about the easiest recipe ever? How about just 2 whole oranges?
That you cut the rind off.
We took the rind off, a little bit of juice and some zest. Then I'm going to add in some ice, David. That's it. Nothing fancy. Now I'm going to put the lid on, okay? And we're going to use our tamper, which is one of the original patents of Vitamix. Turn the machine on and simply push the ice.
Like a creamsicle.
Exactly. And you know what's great about Vitamix, David? You can use ordinary whole fruit and vegetables right from your pantry. And what I say Vitamix does is it transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. So now, just by taking the orange with the ice, it processes it so quickly, it doesn't melt it. It makes a creamy, delicious sorbet. Check this out, David. We're talking.
And that was just ice and oranges.
And you want to talk about the most delicious, refreshing.
You can go and stand in line at that water ice place.
Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Or you can make your own at home, and then you know exactly what's inside. Now, this is just oranges and ice.
That's it. The natural sweetness of the orange. You tell me that's not the most refreshing.
Here we go.
Tell me what you think.
That could be lemons.
Could be lemons.
Limes.
Frozen strawberries, frozen blue. You could do any fruit. It doesn't matter. And David, here's the beauty of it.
Yummy.
That tastes like delicious, like an ice cream store, and it was real fruit. No additives, no sugars. That's it.
That's all that's there.
Now remember, our whole food juice, solid fruits and vegetables. This is what it looks like. Now remember, I put in there a raw beet, raw carrot, raw celery, grapes, pineapple with the core, lemon with the rind, strawberry, red cabbage, 11 fruits and vegetables. But look at the bottom of the Vitamix container. There's nothing wrapped around the blades, David. It's completely liquefied. Now, if you tried to use a juicer to make the same drink, David, look what you throw away, the seed, pith, and pulp. And there's more nutrition in the seed, pith, and pulp than there is in the juice alone. So why throw that away? But you can only drink that when you have Vitamix. So I want you to tell me about texture. So I'm going to pour this. Remember, 3 pounds.
Something else Jan says, liquid flowing health.
Liquid flowing health. My good friend Jan, let me tell you, he knows because he looks like a man that's drinking it, right? Tell me what you think. Any seed, pith, or pulp?
No, it's like velvet.
Yeah.
And it tastes like fruit juice.
Yeah, and that's why over 100,000 restaurants, David,
there are a lot of
around
vegetables
the world,
in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of vegetables. They choose Vitamix, the world's largest coffee shop chain. Why do they choose Vitamix? Because they do what's called a spread test. And my favorite thing to do live, because so many people compare themselves to Vitamix, but we're going to pour this on a white plate. Our competitors don't do this live. This is going to show, is there any seed, pith, or pulp, anything that wasn't perfectly blended? Now this is why Vitamix
It's called the spread test.
That's right, is unlike any other blender out there. You don't see any of those 11 fruits and vegetables. It's a silky, smooth smoothie. Now our soup, David, is ready.
So, you know what? Let me just do colors real quickly,
colors,
and then we're going to show the steam.
Sure.
All right, if you want we start with 2,000 of these, and if you want white, I have 225 left. If you want black, 360 the slate, 120, and finally the red. 175. You get the tamper and 45 recipes to get you started. All of this with the free shipping is $277.69 less. That's how much you're saving. Now, let's come in and get a nice close-up of this. I want you to see steam.
Yeah, so David, remember, these were cold ingredients when we started. And look at steaming, piping
Is there
hot.
a heater in there?
There's no heater in there. That is the powerful motor creates the friction with the container. And I just want you to see this. These were leftover pantry ingredients. Look how silky, the texture. This is like those 5-star restaurant soups, David. And all we did was use leftovers. Now remember, we made a frozen dessert. We made a piping hot soup, and we made our smoothie, all in the same container. And that's just a few of the things that we showed you on the list.
I'm doing a little extra cheese because I can.
A little extra cheese.
Because I can.
And David, here's the best part I haven't shown yet. How about cleanup? What if I told you Vitamix was designed to clean itself? What does that mean?
I've watched bartenders do this. Not that I've spent a lot of time in bars, but I've seen them do this at the bar.
A little bit of water, a little bit of soap, make sure the lid's on there, turn the machine on, and literally, the machine was designed, David, cleans under the blades, lifts all that up and down in the container, and then all you have to do, if it's a smoothie like this, simply pour it out in the sink, give it a quick rinse out, just like this, right? David, it is cleaned out right down to the blade. So it's not only doing all these different things, it cleans itself.
Let's do nut butter.
Let's do nut butter. Okay, so just enough time. So we said it was a homemade peanut butter maker. Well, guess what? You can make pecan butter, almond butter, you name it.
What's in there?
This is just 5 cups of honey roasted peanuts.
That's it.
That's it. No added oils. We're going to drop our tamper in. Turn the machine on. And when we talk about power with Vitamix, David, it's not only 2.2 horsepower, what I said before is our most powerful in-home motor, but it maintains all that power under a heavy load. Ordinary blenders, if you were pushing the things down into the blades, you would burn out the motor. With Vitamix, it was designed to be able to continue to process under this heavy load and to take solid foods like these nuts and turn them into delicious, creamy nut butter. Now, that's been about 25 seconds, Dave. So in about 1 minute,
I smell it.
You can smell it, right? Now, you're going to hear what I like to call the Vitamix growl.
There it is.
There it is. And you're just letting those peanuts now become creamy and delicious. Check this out, David. Oh, my goodness gracious.
All right, I'm going to
Go
help
ahead.
you.
You ready? Get in there.
This along.
Get in there.
Here it is.
Look at this, David. Are you kidding me?
So good.
This is something.
It's warm.
Look at that. I mean, perfect homemade nut butters.
And that could be cashew butter. Could be a
cashews.
blend of cashews
look at
and almonds.
Oh,
Could be
I got some on my finger.
pecans and peanuts.
you name it.
All those. Now we began this item with 2,000 pieces. If you want white, 215. Black, 330. The slate, 85, and the red, 150. Rick Roman, it is a pleasure as always to have you back.
David, always good to
Thanks
see
for
you.
being here.
Take care.
And stay on the line for this. You're saving with that free shipping, $277.69. It's a lot.
I think that's pretty good.
You can also do 9-month Q card on this special financing. How you doing? Okay. Beef Wellington, sir.
Beef Wellington
I'll
sounds
see
good.
you later. All right. Oh, they're all the way over here.